Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be working on my foundation routine along with my contour and eyebrow routine. So stay tuned. To start, I'm going to use my Too Faced Hangover Primer. And I absolutely love this primer because it is so creamy and it makes my skin feel really hydrated. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over my face. I also like to use my PORE-fessional primer, and I like to apply this in my T-zone, laughing lines, and chin. The reason why I like to do this is because once I do put my foundation, it makes it look really smooth. Now if you have any dark circles under your eyes, this is a step for you. I like to use my color correcting stick from Smashbox, and I will apply this under my eyes and my laughing lines. And for foundation, I'm going to start off by using True Match in shade W4.5 from L'Oreal. And I say to start with because I do like to use two different types of foundation. Now with this foundation, it doesn't have a pump, so I am going to use a brush and just scoop that right up and apply it in my face. Foundation brush. This is my Morphe G36 brush and is my absolute favorite foundation brush. I can use the teensiest amount of foundation and this brush makes it go such a long way. This is the second foundation that I use and it is Born This Way from Too Faced and I use it in the shade Sand. I will be using my Morphe M44 brush, and this is the brush I use instead of using a beauty blender. I absolutely love it. It does the job just as good and it doesn't absorb so much of my foundation. Now to contour, I will be using LA Girl Pro Conceal in a darker shade. I'll apply that on both of my cheeks, my forehead, and the sides of my nose. I'll also do it on the tip of my nose and I'll draw a line across. I also apply some on my mariposita and also under my lower lip. And with my Morphe M436 brush, I go ahead and blend everything out. I do circular motions to make sure that it blends out perfectly. And again, I do have a lot of Morphe brushes and that is because I have the Morphe subscription. If anyone is interested, I'll leave a link in my description box. Continue blending in circular motions until you completely see that everything's been blended. Now I also like to go in and define my jawline and my neck just so we can make sure that double chin is gone. Yes, I have a double chin. Yes, I love food. So, yep, this step is key. Now to blend out that nose contour, I am going to be using my Morphe G41 brush. This is the perfect brush because it's the perfect size and the perfect shape. I am going to go ahead and use this, and when doing your nose, blending your nose contour, you want to go ahead and blend up. So blend upward, 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 and then also blend back. So upward, and then blend back. So you're kind of blending back. There you go. And we're just going to go ahead and do that. Now that we've done that to both sides, now we're just gonna blend sideways. And just like the line, you want to do it across your nose and blend, blend, blend. And also under your nose. Now for your mariposita, you want to blend down. And yes, I call it a mariposita. And if you want another layer of contour to make sure you get that super snatched, defined contour, you want to go ahead and do another layer. Now, when doing your second layer, you want to make sure that you blend softly instead of pressing down. That way you get the perfect blend. And to highlight, I'm going to go ahead and use my LA Girl Pro Conceal and the shade Light. And I'm going to go ahead and just apply this on my chin and under both of my eyes. Now this is something that I've noticed made a difference with my nose contour, and that is just making a line across the tip of my nose. When applying the concealer on your nose bridge, just go halfway. I'm going to go ahead and use my Morphe M444 brush to buffer in my concealer. Once you've done that, just go back in with the brushes you used to contour and retouch those surfaces. To set my face, I will be using my Revolution baking powder in the shade Banana. It's very important for you to buffer in those lines under your eyes to make sure that when you put your setting powder, it goes on nice and smooth. Applying my setting powder, I do use a beauty blender, and I just apply it in the inner part of my eye. It's important for you to also apply it on your laughing lines. That way you don't have any creases in your makeup throughout the day. So just continue by applying it on your chin and on your cheek. So just swipe it across to the corner of your mouth and buffer it in, and do that to both cheeks. For my eyebrows, I will be using my Anastasia DipBrow in the shade Medium Brown. I will also be using this brow powder pencil and setting spray. I'm going to use the setting spray for my dip brow. Make sure that gets nice and moist. I will be using this brow brush to brush out my brow. Now using my MAC 266 brush, I'm going to start by outlining the bottom of my brow. Once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the upper part of my brow. Using my brow powder pencil, I'm going to use the end with the brush and blend in my eyebrow. I'm going to start from the front to the back and just blend. Using that same concealer I used before, I will be using this to clean up my brow. I really like this concealer because it already comes with a little brush, so it just makes it that much easier to clean. And to buffer in that concealer, I'm going to be going in with my Morphe M444 brush. I will be using my Morphe E36 brush and my Kat Von D contour palette to apply a soft contour on my cheekbones. Using my Morphe R10 brush, I will be applying my first layer of highlight. And the highlight I'll be using is from MILANI Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Strobelight. I effing love this highlight. It is so gold, it goes on so buttery, I love it. This is my ultimate highlight brush, and it is my Morphe E61 brush. I'm going to go ahead and use my Pure Bronze and Brighten palette, which I received in a BoxyCharm from my BoxyCharm subscription. Do not forget to spray your brush, girl. That way you could get more intensity out of your highlight. Apply that all over your cheekbone and also apply it on your mariposita. Looks nice and highlighted. And highlight across the tip of your nose and down your nose bridge. Now to use a dark bronze, I'm going to use that same palette and with a fan brush just apply it on my cheeks. And that's a wrap. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. See you guys next time.